Hey, what's up, guys? I just want to give you guys a quick review of my experience with Vroom. I recently sold my car or my truck to Vroom, and to be honest, Vroom wasn't my first choice. It was Carvana. Um, the reason why I didn't go with Carvana was because I kind of let the appraisal expire, and when I went back, they gave me a lower appraisal rather than I wanted. I mean, just it was a few $100s, but that made a difference. But um, I took my truck to local dealers, and they kind of just lowballed me. The last place I took it to was CarMax, and they gave me less. They gave me about 2-3 thousand less than what Carvana and Vroom gave me. But at the end of the day, I went with Vroom, and this is probably why you're here watching. So um, it was a pretty simple process. Everything was, I thought it went pretty smooth. I only made one phone call to Vroom, and it was just asking questions about um, um, what happens if you still have you still owe money on the truck and you're trying to sell it to Vroom. And the lady was nice enough to give me some answers, and it kind of sounded like they were working from home or something because it was hard to hear. So I'm not sure if Vroom has an office or what was going on, but it sounded like that person was outside, and it was kind of hard to hear. But other than that, that was the only time I called Vroom or customer support. When I went ahead and accepted the appraisal that Vroom sent me, I got an email confirmation, and they sent me about 8 documents to sign electronically. And once I finished reading the contract and signing all that, Vroom sent a next day package with Fedex, a hard copy to me, and I signed that and I sent it back on Friday. So that was towards the weekend, and I got a confirmation email saying they received it and that they'll get back in contact with me to get a carrier to come pick up the truck. So I think it was around Monday I got another email saying that they found someone to pick up my truck, and the person's gonna contact me in about 24 hours. So after that, it was like in the middle of the day, I got a random weird phone number that called in, and I just knew that it was probably the carrier or the driver. So he called and he just told me, "Hey, I'm gonna be at your house in 30 minutes." So the good thing is that I didn't work too far away from my workplace, so I just got off work a little early, came home, and he was here on time. He came out, looked around the truck, took pictures of dents or little scratches, verified. He verified that was the right truck. Other than that, he didn't test drive it. He just looked at it, everything checked out, and then he just drove it off my my driveway into his truck, and he hooked it up, and I signed some papers confirming that he picked it up, and that was about it, and he just drove off after that. Let me go back into my notes real quick to review this. Yes, I was skeptical at first. There's a bunch of bad reviews, and people were having some bad experience with Vroom, but that was towards buying the vehicle. It wasn't selling. Most of the positive stuff that I've seen or I read around was the selling vehicle to Vroom. So that made me feel comfortable about selling my car to Vroom. Let me see. I read some reviews that people were having issues with California selling their car in California due to carrier delivery, but I'm not from California. I'm from Kansas, and I had a really smooth and good experience. You might check around your area. but I had a really good experience with Vroom. I'm not sponsored. I'm not associated with them. I love my truck. There was nothing wrong with my truck. It's a 2015 Chevy Silverado 1500. I'm just looking to get something bigger. That's about it. But other than that, process was pretty simple. Everything I did was electronically through email. If you have questions, you can call them. They have a customer support. Other than that, I think that's about it. I'll show you guys some videos of the carrier or the delivery guy picking up the truck. Yeah, I think that's about it. Once the carrier or the delivery guy picked up the truck, and he drove it back to Texas, I believe, I got an email confirmation saying that they sent a FedEx next day to my bank, and after the following day, I got a confirmation saying that it was delivered. So I went to my bank. I wanted to make sure that they got the check, and they did receive the check, and I checked my remaining balance of my loan, and it was paid off. So Vroom's legit. Check out Vroom, check out Carvana. I really didn't have any issues with them. Process was easy. The only thing I think they need to work on is communication between the driver and the carrier and the pickup. I think they can do better with that. I know there's people that work and they can't just get off work just like that if there's a random call. So maybe if they work on that, it might help out the seller, because I know not a lot of people can just, like I said, get off work right away. So other than that, if you have any questions, let me know, and I'll try to answer it. And that's about it. Thanks for watching. Bye. Well, they're here to pick up the truck. Walk around. Still looks clean. Being picked up by Vroom. And I believe it's going all the way to Houston, Texas. Yep. There it goes.